I'm Robson Green, actor and extreme fisherman. I've spent the last 4 years travelling the globe catching fish most anglers only dream of.
Then I realised I've probably fished more places for more different species of fish than anyone else in the world.
From South America...
Oh my Lord!
...to the South Pacific.
That is unbelievable!
And from teeming rivers...
Look at this fish!
...to raging seas.
Why not? Why not?
I've hunted fish with some of the best in the world.
But now, I'm gonna have to be better. Let battle commence.
In my new fishing adventure, I'm travelling the world to battle the best.
Oh, it's a monster!
And win.
6 to you, 7 to me!
Come on, you dumbasses.
Every week, it's a different location with the same extreme challenge. 5 rounds of competitive fishing against some of the best anglers that nation has to offer.
I thought we had a relationship. I thought we were friends.
No friends in war.
To win, I'll need to catch the most...
Revenge will be sweet, my friend.
...the biggest...
You're gonna be in trouble.
...and the best.
That's extreme!
I've already fished the world. This time it's one Geordie against the world.
So I better hope I've learned something. This
is extreme.
Oh my Lord! Fishing!
This week I'm headed for a fish-off in the biggest Spanish-speaking country on Earth, Mexico. With nearly 6,000 miles of coastline, we're talking some of the finest angling in the world.
It's home to some of the best blue water sea fishing on the planet.
I'm travelling over 5,000 miles to earn my salt in a 5-round sea fishing challenge. And to battle the best fishermen this angler's paradise has to offer. First stop is the Baja California Peninsula and the town of Cabo San Lucas, or some call it the Marlin capital of the Pacific.
Mexico's western coastline is one of the most diverse and richest seas in the world, and it's home to hundreds of different species of fish. And one of the best times to catch them is right now.
Just offshore are the incredible billfish hunting waters known as Marlin Alley. Over 70 game fishing records have been set in these seas, which every year host the prestigious Los Cabos fishing tournament. For many, the marlin is the holy grail of game fish. There's no fight quite like it. I've caught a couple, but I've lost a lot more.
It's been absolutely a year since I caught a marlin. And if I can't catch one here, the billfish capital of the world, I may as well give up.
It may be the billfish capital, but it looks like the busking capital as well. $500 lads. Oh, must have been worth more than I thought. Or do they want me to sing with them? Has my legendary performer status travelled this far? It's worse than the paparazzi. Fishing starts early here in Cabo, but I'm here just the right season for striped marlin, a fish I've never caught before. It's a powerful game fish that can get to nearly 500 pounds. I've heard my opponent today has one of the best catching records in Cabo, so I'll just keep quiet about how many I've let get away.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿usted?
Yeah, Robson.
Julio Castro.
Julio Castro. He's won the Los Cabos Billfish tournament. He looks like he can lift me over his head. And I've heard he catches more marlin in a day than I have in a lifetime.
So the big striped marlin out there?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah? Many fish?
Yeah, a lot of fish yesterday.
And how many did you
We
catch?
caught 7.
You caught 7?
Yeah.
You're not making that up, that's true?
It's true.
It's true?
Yeah.
So our target of Cabo San Lucas is striped marlin. Most fish caught before lunch wins. But if beating Julio's not challenge enough, first we've got to escape the marina.
Bloody hell, it's like the M25 back home. I've never seen so many sports fishing boats in my life. What size do the striped marlin grow up to? Do they what? They're 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet?
Yeah, 5, 6 feet.
Yes.
Many people looking for straight marlin because very good fight.
These waters are used to a fight. This was once a prime spot for English pirates to ambush Spanish galleons. And speaking of an ambush,
Well, we were going to be travelling for about an hour and a quarter to the fishing destination. But the guys have just spotted marlin feeding in the front of us here. Let's see them. There was 2 of them just feeding in front of us.
hooks go straight into the water.
Good grief, everything's just happened so fast. We've just been fishing for 2 minutes, and we have 2 of the greatest game fish on the planet. Julio's in. I'm in.
So we both got marlins. It's man versus fish versus man versus fish. Let the challenge commence.
Oh, look at the size of this one on here.
This is what I call extreme fishing.
We landed in a really prime spot here.
In the past, I'd fish for days just to catch one of these. But in this marlin mosh pit, they're practically throwing themselves on the boat. But marlin fishing is a game of 2 halves. Hooking is one thing. Now comes the endurance test of reeling them in.
All I can do at the moment is calm down, take a chill pill, and just wait, because this fella wants to run.
But I've lost marlin at this stage before. If I let this line go slack, he'll slip the hook.
You've got to realise, on the end here is one of the most powerful ocean-going predators in the world. I've now been fighting him for about 40 minutes.
This is where our challenge becomes a battle of wits.
How's Julio doing?
And we Geordies know a few mind games.
You got a fight on there, Julio? I hope you don't lose it. I really hope you don't lose it. You won't be able to show your face in Cabo again. Is mine bigger than Julio's? My fish, I mean.
I think same size.
What do you mean? Tell him mine's bigger. Make him a worried man. He might make a mistake.
I'm sorry, your fish is more big.
Thank you, Martin.
But it seems Julio doesn't make mistakes.
Look at that. That's the first time I've seen a striped marlin. Just cast your eyes on that stunning-looking creature. You've got about 140, 150 pounds of sheer beauty.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's big.
Thank you, Martin.
Okay. Damn. And that's 1-0 to Julio. But I'm not here to talk about Julio's fish. I'm going to be talking about mine in a minute.
The pressure's on. My 1-hour marlin wrestling match comes down to this moment.
Don't lose him, Martin. Please don't lose him.
My first ever striped marlin.
You are looking at, hydrodynamically, one of the best designed fish in the world. That caudal fin there can accelerate this fish from 0 to 50 quicker than you can say Usain Bolt. Strict catch and release, we're putting him back. Hey, and that is what we call back home. One hell of a rush. It's 1-1, and it's all to play for. I don't know if I can. Have we got any substitutions?
Knackered or not, hooks go straight back in, and before you know it,
Unbelievable. We are in again. We're a deadly duo.
looks like what they say about Marlin Alley is true.
The fishing is so prolific round here. I think it's possible we're going to get double hookups all day.
But our fishing day's almost over. I didn't come here for a draw, and we need to make this fish the decider.
I don't think it's a case of most marlin caught. I think it's a case of the biggest. You reckon that's okay for today, Julio? The biggest fish wins today?
Hey.
You okay with that?
So the biggest of these fish will decide it.
Oh, wow. That is why it's called the striped marlin. See the way those blue, almost lavender colour stripes light up, almost phosphorescent-like. He's definitely the biggest one of the day. Hold it. This fish here is about 160 pounds. 160, 170. And just check out the bill at the front. That is why that fish is known as the gladiator of the ocean. It uses that bill to slash at its prey, stuns the fish, turns around and takes them. We're going to put him back.
There goes an absolute beauty. Surely big enough to net me my first Mexican victory.
That was amazing, man.
Congratulations.
But we may as well go through the formality of letting Julio clinch second place.
Oh, I don't think he's as big as mine, Julio.
Nah, mine was much bigger. Much bigger.
Oh, I don't know though.
It's big.
You think that's bigger than mine, Julio?
I think a little bit more.
Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you? I think that is the biggest one of the day. 180 pound, and that's possibly a female.
I've lost it by a nose.
Thank you, Martin.
Congratulations.
Okay, good.
All right, no need to gloat.
Okay.
It may be Robson 0, Mexico 1, but I've caught one of the best fish of my life, and in waters like these, it should be the first of many.
Not many anglers can say they had 2 striped marlin in 2 hours. And not many fishermen can say they had 4 striped marlin on their boat. You know, be it football, be it tennis, be it fishing, I'm just sticking with that age-old British tradition of losing. Gracias, amigo.
Cabo Sea of Cortez is thought to be one of the most diverse on the planet, earning the name the world's aquarium. Today I'm up against an opponent who knows this better than most.
Good morning, fellas.
How are you?
Jon Snow, I presume?
Jon Snow.
Yeah, Robson Green. Pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure.
Javier?
Javier Francisco. He's a professional fisherman. He and his American buddy Jon Snow have spent a dozen years identifying the local species. Though I've heard he doesn't like to talk about it. Jon is umpire for today's challenge, to catch the most species before lunch.
We're up against Javier here, who I can see looks a very worried man. You've obviously heard of my reputation. It's enough to frighten anybody, Javier.
Chirpy.
So, and I need a win today, Jon.
All right.
In angling terms, I'm feeling a bit impotent.
Oh.
I know. You Americans know what that is.
Yes, I do.
Best of luck today, Javier.
Okay,
Best
we're
of
good.
luck. Yeah.
Let's see if Jon can help me find the fishing Viagra I so clearly need. Species hunter Jon has fished with Javier for years and has fast become an expert on this sea's fish.
Don't you ever get bored, Jon? Don't you ever think, well, I've caught all there is to catch?
I don't think it's possible to catch everything that lives here. I think right now I'm running about 20 new species per year.
Wow.
And I've been doing this 12 years.
These guys may know what's down there, but on my angling adventures, I pulled up more species than I can count. But I'll need to keep count today,
Jon.
because I'm in.
Very small, very small. But size really isn't an issue today. What's on the end of the line? And, no, I know exactly what that is. There's a pufferfish.
It is.
Very small as it is. How's about that? For one of the finest characters in the ocean. Beautiful little pufferfish. The puffing is a defense mechanism. Javier? We're 1 up.
Northumberland 1, Mexico 0.
Oh, looks
Looks like Javier's in. If he lands this, it's the equaliser.
Ah, what we got there? That's a nice...
It's a red snapper to level the scores. Okay, my Mexican friend. Looks like we've got a match on here.
It's not a big fish, but it certainly is a different one. That is your classic Pacific red snapper. 2-1 to the lad from Northumberland. Javier's in. I'm in. Oh, what you got there, Javier?
Javier has something called a spot-tailed grunt.
2-2.
Javier there looks quietly confident, man of few words, but he does his talking on the water. Javier is the silent assassin. And what have I got on the end here? It is another species, and it is a very nice spot-tailed grunt. 3-2, Javier! Is he different?
The sand perch. The other way to identify this species is the shape of something called the preoperculum.
Is there anything you don't know about fish, John? I've got a bite, and that was a good one, and I am in, and Javier's looking more and more miserable, I tell you. Oh, could be the best one today, John. Am I right in thinking that is a golden-eyed tilefish?
You're absolutely correct.
Hey, Javier, say hello to my little friend.
He's barely said a word to me all day. I guess he's hardly going to talk to a fish.
5-2, who would have thought? That is something I haven't seen before, John.
This is a threadfin bass.
That's a beautiful, vibrant yellow there on the leading edge of the caudal fin there.
6-2 seems insurmountable to me, but clearly Javier sees things differently.
Another threadfin bass, eh, Javier? That's the one I've just thrown in. Oh, beautiful golden-eyed tilefish. Biggest one of the day. Okay, 50 minutes to go. It's 6-4. Javier's fighting back. It's kind of a turning point when he caught that very large golden-eyed tilefish. Don't worry, I'm just luring him into a false sense of security. Ah, it's in the bag.
He's not easily rattled. But of course, neither am I.
You missed him again.
I missed him again. I keep missing him.
Need a new coach.
The clock's ticking, and the next fish could be vital.
There we go. There we go. There we go. And that is a very, very good take. Are you in, Javier? No? Oh, it must be me. Oh, look at this beauty.
Here's a beauty.
That's a triggerfish. He's my favourite of the day. And he's known as the taxi around here because of the colours, because of the brown top and the yellow belly. But you know what that is, don't you? That's 7-4 to me. That's what that is, John. I know you're...
And success breeds success.
You have there the Mexican hogfish. And just check out the array of colours. He has to be one of the prettiest fish around here. 8 to me, 4 Javier.
And the time is up. We're done. Well done, Robson.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to spend a day with you.
Javier, well done, sir. Well done. Do you know what? I feel a bit of a fraud winning, actually, because, you know, coached by the expert here who knows all the species in the waters. And I wouldn't have caught the fish if Javier hadn't have taken us to the best spot. So I will be humble in victory. Very humble.
Then again, I didn't bring my Northumberland flag for nothing.
¡Amor, México! ¡Arriba, arriba! ¡Yeah!
Poor old Javier. He seems lost for words. And that makes it Robson 1, Mexico 1. The loser cooks the fish. Or here in Mexico, his wife does.
Yolanda, Javier's wife, preparing the fish. Got our spot-tailed grunt, our golden-eyed tilefish, and our snapper.
She's not too chatty either. I think the loss might have damaged family pride.
Have you told your wife that you got beat today? Does she know about the defeat? It'll be an interesting evening tonight for you.
At least I'm smiling. It's neck and neck at Robson 1, Mexico 1.
¡Amor, México! ¡Arriba, arriba! ¡Yeah!
Next stop, the East Coast, to face off against the fishermen of the Caribbean. My destination? Cancun, in the Yucatan Peninsula, heartland of the ancient Mayan civilization. But these aren't quite the ancient temples I expected.
Dear me. Feels like I've landed in bloody Las Vegas.
I could have stayed in Newcastle for this.
Maybe it's just me. I'm getting old.
Hopefully, I'll see the real Yucatan mañana. "80 miles south of town, the ancient wonders of Tulum, the astonishing remains of a Mayan city built over 800 years ago. Below these ramparts are rich Caribbean waters teeming with beautiful tropical fish. And of course, the men who go after them, my competitors today, the descendants of the ancient Mayans themselves."
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, hola, bien, bien.
Robson.
Alberto?
Alberto, pleasure to meet you.
Reyes.
Reyes, my competitor.
Reyes Camera, Mayan descendant and the head of a fishing cooperative. I've heard he's handy with a hand line and isn't afraid to put his money where his mouth is.
Now, I know there are many fish out there. There's the yellowtail snapper.
Yellowtail snapper.
What else is out there? Grant.
Prawns, and also sometimes small groupers.
Yeah, they've got grouper.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think today's competition, the winner should be the person who catches the most beautiful fish.
Okay.
Lo más bonito. Huh?
Perfecto.
This way I stand a fighting chance against these veterans. All I need is a single stunner and the day is mine.
And the prize, 100 pesos. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, Reyes, because you're my competitor.
Perfecto.
Okay?
Excelente.
Oh, you think it's in your pocket, do you? You think it's already in your pocket? I think you might have met your match today. Best of luck.
So any fish could count here at Tulum, but only the most beautiful will win the day. Before we start, I take a moment to master a bit of Mayan. Though I guess they could tell me anything.
How do you say it? Robson, you are an excellent fisherman.
Robson,
I could be imagining it, but I think they're having a laugh.
How do you say it? Reyes, we are going to beat you today.
Reyes Canato Pech.
Reyes, canato pech.
Ya, tengo que chuque cayó.
Nah, it's in the bag, mate. 100 pesos in the pocket.
100 pesos is about a fiver, so it's not the end of the world if I lose. But Mayan tradition says the world ends in 2012, so they're shafted either way.
Reyes there's using the traditional Mayan method of hand lining, and I'm using the traditional and lazy Geordie method of rod and reel.
Will the fish go for my modern technology or Reyes' ancient skills? I don't have to wait long to find out.
What you got? French grunt.
French grunt.
Okay, so within the space of 20 seconds, Reyes is just pulling them in one by one. And he started with a French grunt. Just check out the colours. Beautiful iridescent purples and turquoise. It's an absolute stunner. If there was a disco down there, I'd be asking this one to dance.
Half an hour in, and still no fish for Robson. But Reyes is hauling them out like he's the fish whisperer.
Tell you what, if I don't catch a fish in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to use the Mayan method of hand lining. Because Reyes, at the moment, has caught 7. 7-0. But just one will do. If it's beautiful, I've won. If it's better looking than the French grunt, it's in the bag. Oh, he's got another one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 fish.
With my trusty rod failing me, Alberto rigs me up a hand line in the traditional Mayan fashion.
I love it. I absolutely love it. A spark plug for a weight. Well, I tell you what, let's hope it sparks some life into the fish down there. Because at the minute, they're not taking me bait, Alberto. I'm being humiliated here by Reyes. I'm being humiliated. Let's have a go at the hand line.
Y si le dices al mudo que baje a engancharle un pescado, se está encabronando que no saca nada.
Glad you're fucking enjoying it, mate. Glad you're enjoying it.
Qué chido, güey.
Ever felt the whole world's against you?
biting now. You can feel it. Just couldn't feel it through the rod. See, took it.
Even the fish are messing with me.
Alberto,
Yes?
bit of bait?
Yeah, laugh it up while you can, mate. The world ends this year.
Hey, you know what he said?
Oh, come on, cut me some slack.
It's just gone from bad to worse. I've just lost me spark plug. It's a fucking disaster.
Bueno, ¿qué pasó? Sí, ya
So great is the drubbing, clearly Reyes thinks he can beat me one-handed.
Sí, ya perdió los 100 varos. Robson no ha pescado nada. Es piojo a mi lado. Tengo muchos pescados.
He's on to the girlfriend.
Exactamente. Nada, no ha pescado nada.
As far as angling low points go, this has to be the lowest. I'm being fucking slaughtered here. And
Rayada la chica.
fucking
Sí.
and all Reyes has kept doing is laughing, as is Walberto, as is his mate at the back. And to rub salt into the wound, I'm 100 pesos due.
With our fishing nearly over, Reyes seals victory by pulling an absolute stunner.
Wow. If you thought the French grunt was a good-looking fish, check out what Reyes has brought on board there. That stunning-looking parrotfish. Every colour imaginable on its body. This fish feeds mainly around coral areas and has the perfect instrument to feed in those parts. Check out those teeth.
I'll not catch anything prettier than that. This Geordie and these cackling Mayans all know it.
11-0. And they're all good-looking. Well, today's winner was the person with the best-looking fish. However, all of Reyes' fish are much better looking than mine, because I've caught out.
I came to take on the ancient traditions of Mayan fishing. Instead, I've let them start a new tradition of making Geordies look like utter Burks.
If you were my friend, you wouldn't take this. Friends shouldn't gamble.
Te rompí tu maceta. Okay.
It's true what they say. The Mayans are superb fishermen, the best hunter-gatherers in the world, and you put this fisherman to shame.
Okay.
I'm just wondering how I'm going to get back to England. That was me bus fare home.
That's Robson 1, Mexico 2. But at least I've made an ancient people very happy.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it me? Is it the equipment? Do I need to change tactics? I need to think. I need to get my thinking cap on. Think, Robson. Think.
1.5 hours drive south of Tulum lie the vast saltwater flats of Cancun. One of the toughest catches in the business swims here. Permit fish. Fierce fighters that, given an inch of line, will spit the hook straight back at you. I'm here to go head-to-head with some fellas who catch these game fish old school style. On the fly.
I can see what you're thinking. Who's this guy?
Exactly. Dick Cameron.
Pleasure to meet you,
This
Dick.
is Charlie.
Charlie, my opponent.
Charlie Rendon. He and his boss Dick Cameron are pro sports fishing guides. They know the Cancun flats inside out. It's said Charlie can sense the elusive permit fish like a natural radar.
So why are we presenting a fly? Why are we using a difficult technique to catch a very difficult fish?
Because we as sportsmen always look for the most difficult way to do the easiest thing.
Oh, I know about doing it the hard way. I'm a Newcastle fan. And while I may never have caught permit, I have fished flats like these. Victory could be mine.
If you're beaten today, you won't be able to hold your head high in Mexico ever again. Because I'm an amateur.
So it's most permit fish caught that wins today in Cancun. Dick's my advisor, and Charlie and I are fishing from separate boats. A safe enough distance to give him my best wishes. Our fishing positions are across the water from each other, and our Mexican standoff can begin. My lookout's job is to spot the permit. Then I've got to get my feet wet going after it. Until then, we wait.
I don't know why it is, but I get really nervous doing this type of fishing. I just don't want to spook the fish.
And we wait some more.
The clouds are not helping us. We need to have sun so we can see through the water to see the fish.
And we wait a little more.
I was just pointing out then, I said, there's one. You went, no, it's a stick.
Finally, the waiting ends. And I go permit hunting. It's in my sights, but not on my line.
Where have they gone? They knew I was coming, you see. Fish fear me, Alonso, they fear me. If I was a subsistence fisherman using this method to put food on the table, my family at the moment would be starving to death.
Back on the boat, Dick gives me a bollocking.
When he takes off across the flats, you gotta be in his hip pocket.
Really?
He can't have that kind of lead on you.
I'm sorry.
So you just gotta make sure that you stay right there with him.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. And it seems teacher's pet Charlie is about to make me feel even more of a dunce. But it's a jack. And sorry, Charlie, but jacks are worth precisely that in this game.
Got it. Lift the rod. Yeah. Okay, keep contact.
Yes! Finally.
Yeah. Let him go. Pick up that slack.
Now, if this was a permit, that would be off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, not a permit.
But you know what? It's a fish, and it's a take. That's a bonefish.
It is a bonefish, a little bonefish.
It's not our target, but it's well worth a look.
Little guy.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was going to wax lyrically about the bonefish, but bloody Dick's let it go. So I'm not the only one who drops fish on camera. But a bonefish isn't bad.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Bonefish isn't bad either.
But it's not a bone fishing competition, is it?
Not today.
We're just about to head home when...
Yes, he's in. Charlie's in. No, he lost it.
God, look, he's cursing.
Oh, Charlie lost it. Oh, did you see that? Charlie was in there and he lost it. He's not happy. Oh, he's so competitive. Did you see that? I thought I was bad. Charlie is livid.
So we end up 0-0. But when you face off in Mexico, you've got to be prepared to finish.
Well, I'd be very happy to settle for a draw, Charlie, but the world needs a result.
Perfect. Okay, boys, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I've not been well, Charlie. I've been carrying an injury.
I love you, man.
Do you know what? Next year, revenge will be sweet, my friend.
That makes it Robson 1, Mexico 3.
Nice to meet you, Charlie. It was good fun.
Yeah.
I'm 3-1 down on my Mexican fishing challenge.
It's a fucking disaster.
There's only one round left, and I need a win if I'm to leave here with my pride intact.
Next year, revenge will be sweet, my friend.
But I've saved the best for last, because today I'm going after the fastest fish in the world, sailfish. I've come to an island just off Cancun where my final opponent awaits me.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien. Good morning.
Robson.
Nacho.
Nacho, pleasure to meet you.
Nacho Peon, a one-man sailfish trawler boat. He's got a lifetime catch of over 150, and I've heard he'll brave the rough seas others avoid.
And the competition today, it's simple. Largest sailfish wins.
Good enough.
How's that sound? You feeling confident or are you feeling lucky?
Positively lucky.
Now, who's my companion today?
Gustavo will be helping you.
Gustavo?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
No, he's not good, but he's very lucky.
This guy is a sailfish master. If I can beat him, I'll leave Mexico with my head held high. And to do that, the biggest sailfish wins. May as well throw caution to the wind here, because I've got nothing to lose.
Taking us 2 hours to get to Nacho's favourite spot.
Oh, we've got about 2 metre swells here. We'll be lucky to catch a big fish today, I tell you. Dear Lord! Whoa! Oh. Shit!
With these swells, I'm more likely to lose my breakfast than catch a fish.
Oh, the name green is quite apt today. I think I might be turning that colour later. Oh, bugger.
But it'll be TV gold. Watching the lad from Northumberland puke up his guts.
One hour in, and the only thing we've encountered is seasickness.
It might not be biggest sailfish wins. It might be only sailfish wins. It might be only fish wins. Because at the moment, both teams are looking pretty sick. Bit like me at the minute.
Just tough it out, Robson. Lines are in the water. It's just a matter of time.
Well, we've got a double header. Oh, something's having a go at it. Let's get it on board, Robbo.
I don't think it's a sailfish, but I'm just happy to catch anything in these conditions.
It is decent size. I tell you what, Gustavo, I am very, very happy with that.
Bájale, Rubén.
That is one of the best-looking bonito I've ever seen. Dear me, the ones we normally catch, Gustavo, are usually 4 or 5 pounds.
But clearly Nacho's not keen to be upstaged on his own boat.
Do you know what? They're almost identical. But I think I pipped you there, Nacho.
But this challenge is for sailfish. Bonnie bonitos, but nil point.
Bit more girth on that one. We have a problem here. We've no sailfish. We've got 2 beautiful bonito, but they're not the target we're after. We've got an hour left. I think this competition has to go to sudden death. It's kind of a golden goal.
All right.
So the next fish in the next hour is the winner. You settle with that?
I'll go with that.
You go with that?
Yes.
It looks like I'll be leaving without my sailfish. But as the final hour closes...
I could be in to the fastest fish in the world.
Yes, yes, it's a sail. I saw him. I saw him.
Would you believe it? It's my final Mexican fish off, and I've got a chance of an extra time winner.
That has got some strength.
With a fish this fast and this strong, one mistake and he's off.
I may have lost the war in Mexico, but if I get this fish on board, I will have won the battle. Oh!
This one's for Geordie pride. Yes! He's on. What a beauty.
So there you have it. The fastest fish in the world. The sail changes colours when mating and when it's excited. You are looking at, hydrodynamically wise, the best designed fish in the world.
And that's extreme fishing.
Get the tail first.
I may not have beaten Mexico, but I'm ending on a high.
Yes, Gusto! Woo!
Well done.
Good job, guys.
I could not have wished for a better end to my Mexican adventure.
Not a sore loser.
What a wonderful end.
We all win.
What a fantastic day. Thank you very much. What a sight. The greatest ocean-going creature on the planet. Had him in my arms. Ah, perfecto.
So my Mexican showdown ends Robson 2, Mexico 3.
Oh, look at the size of this one.
I've been second best in a Marlin match,
Think that's bigger than mine, Julio?
I think a little bit more.
Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you?
and I went mano a mano and lost.
Revenge will be sweet, my friend.
But while sometimes I've been made to look a minnow,
This has to be the lowest.
in the end, it was me holding the big fish.
There you have it. The fastest fish in the world.
This Geordie gringo goes home with his head held high.